Good day, folks. This is Wayne from the Deliverance Chronicles. To dispel many of the myths about deliverance and what it really entails, we're going to have a testimony from Carleen. Richard, she's going to tell us what her torment was like, what the deliverance process was like, and what her liberation is now in comparison to what her life was before being delivered. Go ahead, Carleen.
Hi. Okay, so let's talk about before deliverance. It's been about, I want to say about 25, 30 years that and it might even be more. Yeah, I know I look like I'm 17, but yeah, sorry. It might have been about 30 years that I was struggling with some demonic oppositions, by demons. I didn't know for a fact that's what it was. I tried to share it with, I shared it with my mom, and she told me that may have been the case. Let me say that I am from Haiti, so, we know that West Indian cultures, voodoo is a very big thing there. In any event, we're talking about anger issue, fits of rage, anger, violence was very big for me. Sexual immorality, and I want to say to a next level, and made excuses for certain things. I can't, a lot of hurt, a lot of pain, bitterness, depression, and when these things, come on, it's almost like you just don't know which way to go. You think it's a no. I would always tell Wayne, my husband, that it becomes part of who you are. It becomes, you think this is just your personality. When in reality, I know now that it's not my personality. I'm not a malicious person. I'm not mad at all times. I'm not, violent. So when you come to a place of realizing that this is not really who you are, that these are demons that are inside of you that cause you to be that way, and that there's a way out. In coming to realizing that this is the issue, in confronting Wayne with this, I had to then come past shame. It's kind of hard when you're dating somebody and then you have to tell them that, hey, I got demons. But Wayne, being the person that he is, and God creating him for such a purpose as this, he didn't look at it as that. He saw it as an opportunity to liberate another soul. So it's been a year, and what a difference. I remember telling Wayne's mom, if not for nothing else, that my purpose to be reacquainted with Wayne, if it was simply just to be delivered from these demonic oppressions, then glory be to God. But of course, he saw how hot and beautiful I was, and he wanted to marry me. But it's been a year, and I remember the day, sitting with Wayne, and a fit of anger came up, which he had never seen before. But he knew immediately that something was wrong, and he started to go after the demon. And man, when he called the demon out, I heard so many voices screaming.
It's okay.
I'm sorry. And you start to wonder, like, is this, what you're hearing, is it real? I'm talking about shouting and screaming and like, no, and I'm saying this cannot be me. This is not, I can't believe what I'm hearing. And as the time was passing, and he was casting out the demons out of me, I went from a grown woman back to a child, my childlike.
Can I explain that? Let me just interject real quick. What happens when a person's been hurt numerous times, we have the ability to create dissociative personalities to deal with the pain. And what the enemy does is hold on to these personalities to always bring up the pain. But what God has revealed to us is that we have the authority to send these broken heart parts, these dissociative personalities, to Jesus for them to be healed. So this is why you reverted back to a little child, because you went right back to that place of the original injury. But we were able to deal with that as well.
Yeah, so I remember asking, Wayne to hold my hands. And I mean, things was happening really fast because I went from a child and, being afraid and being scared to all of a sudden, it's like 90 degrees outside. I'm freezing. And I don't know what to do. I'm cold. I'm trembling. It was just a whole lot of things happening. And I knew at this very moment that the demons were riled up and things was happening. One of the things, and I always tell my husband that I really don't like to share it because I don't know, what it is, but I understand a lot of women struggle with this, is masturbation. And masturbation we had to go after a few times because it has become my norm. And I remember God telling me if I didn't stop masturbating, my husband would never be able to please me. And of course, I wasn't married then when he said it. But I couldn't understand. And as I thought about it, masturbation is something that it's only for you. It's only for me, I should say. It's not something that is engaging my husband. It's not anything that's that he would gain any pleasure from. As a matter of fact, him being in the room would hinder that for me, the pleasure that I would get. So I begin to learn that masturbation, was an issue. And then on top of that, it's a lust factor because I had to now create an image in my mind. And at the time, being not married, it would be from LL Cool J to Wayne. And I had to go through a process where I'm being delivered from lust, and I'm being delivered from pornography. I'm being delivered from, masturbation. These demons go from one level to another, and every time you get to a point where it's no longer satisfying to you, you have to do something more. It started now going into work. Now I have to take a moment to go to the bathroom and masturbate there. So it becomes a place where you are now out of control. And sometimes some people would think, no, I got it under control. I only do it on Fridays. But if you can't allow, if a couple of Fridays can't pass and this not be on your back and it tormenting you and you happen to do it, you don't have it under control. When I'm sleeping and I'm feeling like somebody's climbing in my bed, seducing me, that's a spirit. What was that? And literally feeling my bed moving as if the pressure, and moving the blanket over. My God, I mean, I can't even explain, all of that, but going through the process in itself, and Wayne and I have gone through it several times to make sure, because even when I speak about masturbation, the other big one for me was anger. And we understand that anger is only a reflection of hurt. I've been hurt quite a bit. So my anger was big. And my fit of rage, depending on whatever the situation was, can go. But there was one time the cop looked at me and asked me, how was I able to beat up this man? And for me, you slap me, whatever happens. And I remember coming out of a place where I didn't even understood what happened. But I knew the incident from the beginning was I got slapped. And whatever happened in between that, I don't really remember. But I know that person did not walk away.
So tell us about how the demons would manipulate your health and how many of your illnesses were all demonic. You had no physiological illnesses. Every one of your sicknesses or illnesses was actually being administered by a spirit. Tell us about that.
So with depression and hurt, I would go to the doctors, and of course, my knees and my body, and I'm a young girl, and I'm having all these pains and situations, and the doctor doing all kind of x-rays and CAT scans and trying to figure out cysts in my ovary, and eventually, well, cysts in the ovary is something different, but the pain in my body and my bones, he said to me that, he asked me, was I depressed? What was going on? The doctor actually said to me that I had to make some changes in my life. I'm not sure if the doctor was a Christian or not, but he understood that my pain was coming and inflicting those kind of bodily pains. Then, of course, I've had with the cysts in my body. The last issue was I was diagnosed with herpes. And of course, I got kids with, one man, and I haven't been with this man over 15 years. And I'm like, what are we talking about? Because that wasn't the case. I go to bed. I'm not sure if it was, I don't remember if it was before or after, where I'm in bed and I can't sleep anymore, and I wake up and then I feel like I have to use the bathroom. And when I get up to go to use the bathroom, like a pool of blood just dropped out of me. And I get to the bathroom, blood everywhere, and I'm washing up, and I'm, oh my God, I think that I'm gonna die. And clean myself off. I'm praying at the whole time and just not sure. And I remember speaking to Wayne about it, and again, it's another demon that's trying to kill me. As a matter of fact, the demons actually said that they wanted to kill me. Not understanding why, but when God has a purpose in your life, and the demons know that this purpose is something that's going to change many lives, he's going to go after you. He's going to go after you. Well, rest assured, all that blood, nothing happened. I didn't have to go to the hospital. I don't have herpes. There's no cysts.
Can I just add? The name of the spirit of infirmity that was actually cast out, its name was herpes. He answered boastfully by that name.
So, yeah, I mean, I don't know, like, it's been an experience, and I know, even in this 1 year process of being in a different place, and I'm saying in a different place, meaning that I'm not oppressed, and I'm not struggling with these type of issues anymore. It's about actually, walking daily and submitting myself to Christ. And so, because when you're out there, you come in conflict, or you confront a lot of different issues, disrespect, women out of order, people that just want to, know how to push your buttons. I remember even with the masturbation thing, as soon as I was delivered and I went to work, this man out of nowhere came and he showed me his phone, and his phone had pornography in it. And I'm like, right there on the spot, I cast the demon out of him. And if I tell you, God is my witness, the man ran, and I didn't see him for like a week. And by the time I saw him again, he didn't even remember what happened, and he just kept his distance from me. But he literally came and showed me, and I'm like, what? But that's just the enemy trying to draw you back, because he knows, whatever it is. And this is something I've been dealing with for years. So at this point, again, it's about always continuously making sure that you stay, at the foot of Christ. We continuously pray. I mean, I'm communicating with God all the time, praising and worshiping. things are not easy. You know, we still have struggles. I still have struggles. I still, you know, deal with, you know, I look at Wayne and I say, my God, your faith is so great, because I'm looking at God and saying, you know, all these things are happening, but what about this? You know, and, you know, he'll talk to me and let me know, like, things are different, and he's working things out. And at the end of the day, it's always about giving God the glory, and demons are real. Demons are real, and it took me so many years to figure this out. But now I can see them on the outside. They're not in me.
What she's saying is God has given her the gift to actually see the demons attached to folks, or if they're disembodied and just moving around in the space, she can see them. And, you know, I really believe that's the reason why the enemy was on her that much, because now when you have this kind of gifting, we know that all authority has been given to us. We can banish these spirits to the pit, take them out of circulation. Trust me, there's more than enough to go around. Let's armor up. Let's get strong. Let's understand that the authority is actually with us. It's like we have the power of attorney through Jesus Christ to deal with these demonic spirits. We just wanted to put this video up to encourage some folks. Do not be ashamed. Do not let pride, do not let dignity, do not let shame stop you from getting your deliverance. You know, it took great courage for her to expose some personal things, but we're doing these videos so that people would be encouraged that there is hope, and his name is Jesus. This is Wayne from the Deliverance Chronicles with Carleen, signing off. Be blessed.